Okay, listen to this. Jhené Aiko and Big Sean have officially called it quits after a whole decade together, and the streets are buzzing about what really went down. Sources are saying Jhené was ready to lock things in with a real marriage, but Big Sean just wasn't trying to step into that level of commitment. She gave him more than one ultimatum, trying to let him know she was serious, but he kept dodging that ring situation like it was nothing. Now, nobody's saying he didn't care for her. He clearly did in his own way, but that wedding band was never showing up, and people close to them allegedly saw this coming from miles away. So she made the choice she felt was right for her life, for her future, and she walked away from the situation with her head up. But here's where things get extra wild. Big Sean recently sat down for an interview with Charlemagne, and that's the moment that has everybody talking loud. Folks online are already breaking down every word from that interview, claiming he was hinting at deeper problems behind the scenes, the kind that never made it to social media. Some people are even saying he tried to spin it like he was the one trying to work things out, while others swear he dodged every question that involved commitment. Things are getting messy out here.
How y'all from getting married? Y'all already did one of those secret industry weddings?
No, there has not been a secret industry marriage. I think that it's a little personal, you know what I mean? But just like, to be real with you, just like any people who have dealt with love, we've had our ups and downs, you know what I'm saying? And I think it's still finding the right navigation through it all. I don't know if to me, marriage symbolizes like the best relationship. You know, people be like, oh, you gotta get married. To me, I feel like having a relationship is first and foremost, and like marriage is a byproduct of that. And I feel like a lot of people get the idea of like, oh, you have to get married. But then it's like, to me, that's almost a fear-based way of thinking too, because then people be getting divorced.
In that interview, he straight up said he wasn't ready to marry Jhené, and he didn't even sugarcoat it. He explained that their relationship still had a lot of issues that needed serious work, and that marriage wasn't on his mind at all. So Jhené already knew exactly where she stood with him, even before everything blew up online. But here's where things take a sharp turn. People haven't forgotten that Big Sean was once engaged to Naya Rivera, the talented actress from Glee who later passed away in a heartbreaking drowning accident. And now folks are bringing that whole chapter back up again, pointing out how he was ready to settle down with Naya, but couldn't take that same step with Jhené after so many years together. Some online voices are even suggesting that his past engagement left him carrying emotional weight he never fully dealt with, and that it might have shaped how he handled commitment in later relationships. Things are getting even more intense as fans dig deeper into his history. So here's the wild part. Big Sean and Naya Rivera started dating back in 2013, and they got engaged that same year after just a few months together, literally months. People are looking at that timeline and shaking their heads because he couldn't commit to Jhené after 10 whole years and a child together, but he was ready to settle down almost instantly with someone else. It's leaving everybody asking how that even adds up. From what's being said though, Jhené and Big Sean supposedly ended things on respectful terms, no big blow-ups, no public drama, just two people deciding to move differently while keeping their focus on raising their 3-year-old son the best way they can. They're keeping things calm for him, and that part is solid. But let's be honest for a second. 10 years is a serious stretch of time to be with someone when you've made it crystal clear that marriage is important to you. She wasn't hiding her intentions, she said it plainly over and over again, and he still didn't move. So it's completely understandable that this became a deal breaker for her. And honestly, 10 years is more than enough time to figure out whether you're headed towards a future together or just stuck in place. She knew what she wanted, and she wasn't trying to waste another decade hoping he'd change. And honestly, it feels like she held on for as long as she possibly could before finally letting go. But here's the truth nobody can ignore. You cannot push a man into something he doesn't want, especially when it comes to marriage. If someone steps into a marriage they're not fully committed to, that pressure comes out later and the whole relationship ends up paying the price. So walking away took real strength, and I respect her for making that move. This couldn't have been easy at all, especially with them sharing a child and so much history. 10 years is a huge part of someone's life, so this is definitely going to be a deep healing journey for Jhené, and people can already see she's stepping into that process. What really got fans talking is what she posted online. 2 days ago, she shared a song on her Instagram called Break, and it had everyone guessing she was sending a message through the music. Then today, she revealed in her Insta stories that she's been working on that song since 2021. That means she's been carrying these emotions for years, and this track might be her way of finally releasing everything she's been holding in.
She showed off a massive tattoo of Big Sean's face plastered on her arm.
Is it real?
It's real.
Is it? Where is it again?
On my arm. We talked about it, like what would you do if I got this, or like, you know. I was like, I think that's tight. Like,
here's where things take an even deeper turn. After Jhené opened up about working on Break since 2021, fans started connecting the dots and realizing she might have been dropping hints about their relationship struggles long before the breakup went public. People went back to her old posts, old lyrics, and even old interviews, and suddenly everything started looking different. Some of her supporters are saying she's been expressing heartbreak through her music for a while, but nobody caught on because she keeps everything so calm and spiritual on the surface. But once this breakup news hit, folks started replaying her songs and pointing out lines that now sound like she was trying to process real pain. And the internet being the internet, you know they're already comparing the energy of her new music to her older tracks from her past breakups. Some fans are even saying this new era might be one of her most powerful ones because she's pulling straight from her real-life emotions. Plus, insiders are whispering that she's been in the studio non-stop these past few weeks, like she's using music as her therapy right now. And if that's true, her next project might come with a whole new vibe, raw, honest, and straight from the heart. People are watching closely because whenever Jhené goes through something major, her art usually hits different. Now here's the part that has everybody refreshing their feeds nonstop. After all the breakup talk and the music hints, people started noticing Big Sean has been moving a little different on social media too. He hasn't said anything directly, but he's been posting these quiet, reflective captions, the kind that make people wonder if he's low-key trying to respond without actually responding.
You look good, for sure.
Oh yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you marry me?
Shit. It's in the works. Don't even trip.
Whatever. I don't need no man. Alright, well, bye.
Some fans claim he's been liking posts about growth and timing, which only added more heat to the conversation. Others swear he's been dropping subliminals in his stories, posting late-night studio clips with emotional beats playing in the background. Now folks are guessing he might be working on his own version of the story through music. And to make things even more intense, a few industry insiders are saying that both of their teams are trying to keep things cool behind the scenes so this breakup doesn't turn into a messy public back and forth. They're trying to keep the focus on co-parenting and their careers, but the fans are already speculating like crazy. Some people even believe a collab they recorded months ago might never drop now because the energy between them has shifted too much. Others think they might still release it and it could end up being one of the most emotional tracks they ever made. Right now, everyone's watching both sides like a movie, waiting to see who speaks up next, in music, interviews, or a surprise post that shakes things up again. Here's where things get even wilder, because the fans aren't the only ones watching. Other celebrities have quietly started sliding into the conversation too. People noticed a few artists and influencers liking Jhené's recent posts back to back, almost like they're showing support without having to say anything out loud. And when certain people move like that, everybody pays attention. Then on top of that, a couple of relationship coaches and podcast hosts jumped in with their opinions, saying Jhené did the right thing by walking away when her needs weren't being met. And you know how the internet works. Once those clips started circulating, even more people began choosing sides like it's a whole team versus team situation. Meanwhile, some fans swear Big Sean's own supporters have been defending him in the comments, saying he's been open for years about wanting to work on himself before stepping into marriage again. They're arguing that he wasn't trying to play her, he just wasn't ready for that next level. And suddenly the whole thing turned into a debate about timing, self-growth, and expectations in long-term relationships. But here's the twist. A well-known R&B producer recently posted a cryptic message saying, "Some people stayed longer than they should have," and the internet instantly assumed he was talking about Jhené and Big Sean. No names were mentioned, but the timing was too perfect and the comment section went crazy. Now everyone's waiting to see whether more industry voices are about to speak up, because when insiders start dropping hints, more tea usually follows. Now, this next part is what really sent social media into overdrive. After all the subtle posts and quiet support from celebs, someone leaked that a few people close to the situation have been talking privately, and the whispers are sounding real interesting. Word is that folks in their circle allegedly felt the breakup was coming for a while because things had been off between them for months. Some insiders are saying Jhené started pulling back first, focusing more on her spiritual work, her music, and spending time with her family. People claim she was trying to protect her peace before anything went went public, which makes sense with how calm she's been handling everything now. Meanwhile, others are saying Big Sean was pouring himself into work, trying to stay busy while they were going through their rough patches. But here's the part that made everyone's eyebrows raise. Somebody claimed that there were big moments last year where friends thought they were about to break up, but they kept trying to push through for the sake of their bond and their child. That alone got fans talking, wondering how long they'd both been struggling behind the scenes without anyone realizing it. And of course, the internet started digging even deeper, pointing out old interviews, lyrics, and moments that suddenly seem like signs. Now people are saying the whole situation looks completely different once you know they've been dealing with tension for a minute. It's like every day a new piece of the puzzle pops up, and the picture keeps getting clearer and messier at the same time. That song definitely feels connected to everything that's happening, and it really seems like she'd been thinking about walking away for a long time before she actually did. When someone starts processing their feelings through music years before the breakup becomes public, that says a lot about what they were carrying inside. Fans are now replaying the track line by line, trying to piece together what she might have been trying to tell the world without saying it directly. But now I want to hear from you. Are you shocked that they finally called it quits after all this time? And how do you feel about the fact that he got engaged to Naya after just a few months, but couldn't bring himself to marry Jhené after a whole decade together and a family? That contrast has the internet talking nonstop, and everybody has their own take on it. Drop your thoughts in the comments because I really want to know how you're seeing this whole situation. Do you think he just wasn't ready? Do you feel like she waited too long? Or does this whole thing make perfect sense once you look at their history? Alright, that's everything I've got for you today. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, and comment to keep this conversation going, because I love hearing what you all think. And I'll catch you in the next video.
So the streets are saying that Jhené Aiko and Big Sean broke up, and a lot of people are upset for Jhené Aiko because they're like, oh my god, he wasted her time for 10 years, like they were together for 10 years and now they have a kid together just for them to break up, da 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 da. But here's the thing, nobody can waste your time. Jhené Aiko wasted her own time. I could have told you years ago exactly how their love story and how their situation will play out. When I saw that she had his whole fucking face tattooed on her, oh, I already knew how this shit would go. Because here's the thing, you should never love a man more than he loves you, and you should also not stick around longer than you should. For you to get a man's whole face tattooed on you, it shows me a lot about your relationship. When I saw that Jhené got him tattooed on her, in my mind, I was like, oh, okay, so she really liked him a lot. She clearly likes him more than he likes her. I don't even think he has like her fucking name tattooed. Maybe he might now, but when she first got that face tattoo, I was like, what the fuck? She's tripping out. It just showed me that she really liked him a lot, and it's never good to like a man too much, especially more than they like you. Because for me, an outsider, to see that tattoo and be like, oh damn, she's really feeling him. Imagine what Big Sean was thinking in that moment. Like, imagine how much you boost a person's ego by literally getting their face tattooed on your body. Mind you, this is not your husband. This is not like, this is just your boyfriend. I think when you do certain things like that, people, they see it for exactly what it is. I feel like it's just, a lot of women just need to learn to love themselves more. Like, yes, I understand being single is not fun. I'm actually single right now for like the longest amount of time I've been single in a very long time, and it's not fun. Yes, it gets lonely. Yes, it's all the things, right? But it's so much more important to truly love yourself deep at your fucking core. Because for as much self-love that Jhené Aiko preaches, and like her whole like aura is very like spiritual, and she's like tapped in spiritually, all of that is great. But at the end of the day, that's still a woman who is lacking some level of self-love. Like, that level of self-love is not there.
Y'all know for a long time they've been on and off. It's been well over 10 years. And I guess they recently came public with it. They say they've been separated for a minute now, but they just now letting us know. Jhené Aiko said that she realized Big Sean is never going to give her a ring, and that's what she wants. And she said it just came to the point where it's just time for them to go their separate ways. My thing is, sir, you knew this whole time you didn't want to marry that woman. And they've been through so much. We didn't watch this girl tattoo his whole face, cover it back up, and tattoo it again. They've been on and off like every other couple. What y'all gotta realize is these are still human beings. The only difference is they got more money than us. They go through the same situations. We just from the outside looking in, so we don't know how Big Sean looking at her. We don't know what toxic traits she come with, this, that, and the third. But 10 years, bro, come on, man. 10 years. You wasting baby girl time. We do. I wish them the best. I hope, you know what I'm saying, I guess that they still co-parenting and they say they still good friends. After 10 years, why hate each other? Y'all might as well be best friends. She also dropped a song explaining why they broke up. And this is just a prime example of time doesn't matter. If a motherfucker ain't gonna treat you right, give you what you want, just walk away. It probably took her, we don't know what it took for her to walk away, but Jhené Aiko, we proud of you, girl. Go get what you deserve, baby.
I blame all the people who kept asking him, when are you gonna marry her? Not everybody is a Christian. And marriage is really important in Christianity. But if you're not a Christian, then you just look at the contractual obligations of marriage and how difficult it is to get out of one. They're both multimillionaires. I don't know how many multimillionaires are seeing this video, but when you're a multimillionaire, divorce is one of your worst nightmares because you have to divide assets. Yeah, and somebody's going to get alimony. Somebody's going to get child support. And it's going to be astronomical because you're both multimillionaires. It's not, marriage is a nightmare for people who are having money. I'm just sorry, it's a nightmare. You watch these people like Tyreek Hill who only 2 years in the marriage and now they're getting divorced. He got to pay $500K lump sum and then $50K a month till the child is 19, and he's also got to give her a $100,000 car. So y'all kept pressing this man, asking him when he's going to marry her, when he's going to marry her. It's been 10 years, bro. It never takes 10 years for somebody to get married, if that's what's going to happen. It never takes 10 years to get married if that's what's going to happen. She tattooed his face on her arm. Tattoos are a big deal when a woman doesn't have a lot. If she's got like 30 tattoos and she gets another one, it doesn't mean nothing. It's just ink to her. But if she only got like 3 tattoos and you're one of those tattoos, you are her life and her death. You are her everything. And she's one of those women who don't have a lot of tattoos. So he was incredibly important to her. But it's nobody's fault. It's just love is a choice you make every day. And they just decided to stop making that choice. That's all. Oh well, we're gonna get some good music out of it, aren't we?